only because many wasn't ready to hear it. He said for one election, Black Americans should consider voting Republican. He was not telling people to become Republicans. He was making a strategic argument.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine.
Peace and blessings, everybody. This is Damon K. Jones here, and welcome to another edition of the Publisher's Desk, powered by Black Westchester Magazine, blackwestchester.com. And please go to blackwestchester.com and get our latest e-paper. If you are in the Westchester, Bronx, Connecticut area, you can actually get a physical copy of the paper. Go to the website and see all the areas that our paper is available. But today, brothers and sisters, we're going to deal with something real today. Not emotional, not partisan, just real. Recently, Stephen A. Smith said something that shook a lot of people, but only because many wasn't ready to hear it. He said for one election, Black Americans should consider voting Republican. Now, before people get emotional, he immediately clarified his point. He was not telling people to become Republicans. He was making a strategic argument. Now, brothers and sisters, let's understand this. For decades, Black Americans have overwhelmingly voted for one party at rates high as 90%.
Since 1964, the black people, black folks, we have been giving our vote to the Democratic Party at an exorbitant rate. Therefore, they know they got our vote, and they don't have to cater to us as much as we need them to. The Republicans know they'll never get our vote, so they don't give a damn about us. And as a result, we're the only community in America devoid of representation, which is why we're considered disenfranchised. I'm tired of that. What I want is to put ourselves as a community in a position where both parties have to work to get our vote.
What does that do in politics? It removes competition. If one party knows they already have your vote, they do not have to fight for it. We've been saying here at the Publisher's Desk for the longest. If the other party believes they will never get your vote, they will not invest either. That leaves you in the middle, brothers and sisters, unchallenged, uncompeted for, and ultimately underserved. Now, that's not racism for some of these silly people that will make commentary about this. That's not racism. That's just political math. Stephen A. Smith broke it down in a way people could understand it.
To buy this property, do you walk in, I'll give it to you, how much you want? Or do you investigate and find different spots and compare prices and see what better deal you're gonna get? Same thing if you're buying a car, same thing if you're buying a house. You're saying flatter me. Flatter me. What I'm saying I said it back then, flatter us. Stop thinking that you get to assume that you have to earn our vote. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And that's what I stand on to this very day.
He compared it at buying a car or a house. If you walk into it and say, I'll give you it no matter what happens? You lose your negotiation power. But if you shop around, you compare options, but in politics, interests, and force competition around your interests, now people have to earn your vote or earn your business, as he was explaining. And this applies to the black vote. See, if you always vote for one party, brothers and sisters, they stop assuming you deserve it because you're not making them earn your vote. See, now here's where the conversation gets interesting. Because once he said that, reactions came fast on social media. You had voices like Roland Martin, who came out and said it was nonsense, that the Republican Party does not care about black voters, that voting that way would actually harm the community. Well, Roland Martin, hello, look at the black community now. Look at black communities all across the nation. What's going on, Roland? Republicans don't have nothing to do with black communities when they have black Democratic politicians running these black communities. The Republicans have nothing to do with that. So how much harm can voting for another party do to the black community when they've been voting Democrat for decades and black communities look horrible? Many black communities are suffering. Poor educational system, low services, high crime and violence. And then you have voices like Mysonne saying something slightly different, but just as important. He said, if they gave us tangibles, if they actually represented our issues, they could get our vote. But then he followed with this, that the Republican Party is rooted in white male dominance and will never change. So is the Democratic Party, Mysonne. You are a slave to white liberal racism when they tell you how to live in your house, when they want you to be victims instead of being producers, when they're not making black businesses grow and black independence. Mysonne, you gave up one racist party for another one. You become a slave to white liberal priorities in the black community, and that's why the black community is failing. Even both of these comments from Roland Martin and Mysonne may sound different, but they lead black people to the same place. No movement, no strategy shift, no leverage. One argument says, don't go there because they don't care, and the other says they could earn it but never will. So what's the result in the black community? We have been staying right where we've been since 1965, and the fact of the matter is black communities have been worse off. Politics is not about who cares. Politics is about who has to prove it. And right now, neither party has proved anything to black voters. Why? Because the vote is already decided before the negotiation even begins. That's not power, black people. That's predictability. And predictability is the death of leverage. That's why black people have no leverage over the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. Democratic Party don't even have a black agenda. Can't even stand for reparations. This is not about defending Republicans, and it's not about attacking or defending Democrats. This is about exposing a broken strategy that has been in the black community for decades. One party will assume your vote, and the other party writes you off completely. And at the end of the day, you're not being represented no place, black people. Nobody is talking about the needs for black America in this political spectrum that we call the United States. They're talking about immigrants' rights. They're not talking about the crime and violence and the need of economic development in the black community. How do you vote for a party that won't put anything for you at the forefront? And these Negroes sit here and they support Kamala Harris, and she said she's not doing anything specifically for black people.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
And they got a nerve to want to put her in the front of the Democratic Party for 2028. Absolutely not. Stephen A. Smith said something else that people missed. He said he wants both parties to have to compete for the black vote. That is key. Competition creates accountability. Accountability produces results. And without competition, there's no urgency to deliver anything. Let me tell you something. I used to be in Mount Vernon, New York, the representative for the Independence Party. And New York politics is a little different. We have third parties. You don't have to be a Democrat or you don't have to be a Republican. You could be Working Families Party. You could have been an Independence Party, right? Then they have the Conservative Party, which is not the Republican Party, but it's its own party in New York. So let me tell you a story about the chair, Dr. Cavallo. Westchester magazine, one of the biggest Westchester white magazines that they have, labeled him the most powerful man in Westchester County. Dr. Cavallo, the president of the Westchester County Independence Party. Why did they say that he was the most powerful? Because the Independence Party supported Democrats and Republicans in Westchester County. They didn't stick to one. So both party candidates had to come and sit at the table with Dr. Cavallo if they wanted his party's endorsement. That's power. He changed politics overnight. And people got scared. Because if his party supported the other candidate in the other side, the block vote that he had could make them lose. So everybody came to Dr. Cavallo for the support. That's power. That's the same way the black vote can be used. But we don't understand that. We got to the point that being a Democrat is being black. Hell no. Y'all Negroes is crazy if you think that being black equals to be a Democrat. You have lost your mind. You have assimilated. You have been bamboozled. You have been led astray, run amok. You have been fooled to the highest levels of foolery if you really think that the Democrats represent black people. And here's the most saddest part. Every other group in America understands this but black people. Every other ethnic group negotiate. They leverage their vote. They shift when necessary. But in the black community, our political behavior has largely been locked into loyalty to one damn party. And loyalty without conditions produces neglect, brothers and sisters. So now you have people arguing online. One side is saying, stay where you are. The other side is saying, they'll never change anyway. But both sides are missing the point. The system only responds to pressure, and pressure only comes from leverage. Stephen A. Smith also said something that matters. Nobody gets to define someone else's blackness. Roland Martin, Mysonne, and all you other foolish elite Negroes, and you black people that follow these white liberals. See, because once that happens, the conversation is no longer about results. It becomes about control. Because I don't think the way you do, I'm not black enough as you. That's silly talk from silly Negroes. See, and when you are controlled, you stop negotiating. And when you stop negotiating, you stop winning. And black people, we haven't been winning for a long, long time. See, this is where we are right now. And I'm glad we're having these open conversations. And I'm glad people are asking questions. And the questions you should be asking, not who do I support? What am I getting in return? What is the outcomes of your policies? How does Black America benefit from your policies? See, brothers and sisters, because at the end of the day, your vote is not a symbol. It's an asset. And if you do not use it strategically, it will lose value over time, as it's lost value now. So this is not about left or right. It's about this. And I'm going to close. If politicians do not have to earn your vote, brothers and sisters, they will not earn your results. And that's why the Black communities are looking the way they do. because politicians, black and white, they do not have to earn your vote anymore. And that is why people are starting to wake up, because they're starting to see the same. They're starting to really look at the conditions of their communities. See, Black America is not waking up to a new party. Black America is waking up to the reality that loyalty without leverage produces nothing. Results, not rhetoric. That's what Black America wants. And it's time that we have these open conversations and shut down some of these elite Negroes that just want us to be closer to white supremacy, but white supremacy that they benefit from. So if you like what you heard, brothers and sisters, please like and share so we can continue to have this conversation about Black America and the Black vote. Because I believe no check, no vote. And it's more than a check. Is representation when we give you our vote. So once again, thank you for watching The Publisher's Desk, sponsored by Black Westchester Magazine and blackwestchester.com. And check out our new e-paper. Go to blackwestchester.com. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay blacktastic. Peace out.
Black Westchester's New Spring 2026 e-paper is now available, featuring the life and legacy of Bob Law, breaking news, and stories that matter to our community. Read it now at blackwestchester.com. We appreciate you taking the time to engage with real conversations, real issues, and real perspectives that matter to Black America. Stay connected, stay informed, and as always, we'll see you next time at the Publisher's Desk. It's going to be Blacktastic. If you're serious about political clarity and independent thinking, this is for you. The Political Thought Bundle includes 3 full books, all personally singling. Democrats and Republicans, The Ultimate Gangbangers, breaks down how the two-party system operates like a legalized street war for power. Emotional Politics, Logical Failure exposes how emotion has replaced strategy in Black political engagement. Tolerance is for Coward lays out a blueprint for extended policing and community-led public safety rooted in outcomes rather than slogans. 3 signed books. One bundle, $60. That's a $75 value. And you're getting signed copies included. This isn't left versus right. It's results versus rhetoric. Go to twosteppublishing.com and secure your signed Political Thought Bundle today. It's going to be Blacktastic. For more than a century, Black America built its own economy under segregation, under discrimination, and under conditions most people today cannot imagine. We built businesses. We built banks. We bought land and property. In The Forgotten Blueprint, Damon K. Jones reveals how Black communities created thriving economic systems from 1800 to 1965 and why that blueprint still matters today. This book challenges the idea that our future depends on politics alone and shows how ownership, family, and enterprise once powered Black prosperity. The blueprint is not lost. We just stopped using it. The Forgotten Blueprint, how Black America built its own economy from 1800 to 1965. On sale now at Two Step Publishing and Amazon. Black Westchester Magazine has been giving our community a voice, reporting the stories others ignore, holding power accountable, and making sure the truth about our communities is told by us. But independent Black media only survives when the community supports it. If you believe in real journalism, community accountability, and keeping Black voices strong in local news, we need your help. Your donation helps us continue covering the stories that matter: politics, education, justice, and economic empowerment right here in Westchester. Support Black media, support Black truth, support Black Westchester Magazine. Donate today and help keep Black media alive. Because Black-owned independent media is Blacktastic. Black Westchester Magazine presents People Before Politics, the Sunday Rundown, every Sunday at 6 p.m. on YouTube. Join Damon K. Jones, A.J. Woodson, and Larnez Kinsey as they break down the biggest stories in politics, culture, and community from a Black point of view. No spin, no party loyalty, just logic, accountability, and outcomes. If it impacts Black America, we're talking about it. Tap in, subscribe, set your reminder. This Sunday at 6 p.m. is going to be Blacktastic.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine. where life, culture, community, and faith meet truth, power, and purpose.